Hey guys, we have Mr. Dhirendra Tiwari, who at the age of 33 has sort of achieved the seemingly impossible feat of achieving financial independence. Can you tell me what is your net worth and what is your asset allocation of your net worth?
So currently my net worth is about 5 CR.
Can you tell me the percentage split of
Yeah,
ICR?
so around 4 CR is in real estate.
Okay.
Around 0.75 CR is in pure equity.
Meaning direct stocks.
Direct stocks. And around 0.25 CR in gold jewelry.
Jewelry.
Format, yeah.
Got it. At what age did you become a crorepati?
Around 31.
What is it that you did to sort of achieve the seemingly impossible thing?
So to let me brief about myself, so I come from a very humble family, and we used to live in a chawl in Sakinaka nearby only. So in 2017, we decided to buy a flat in Lodha Luxuria, which is a very luxurious flat for us. We had only that chawl as an investment, so we sold that house for 27 lakh rupees. We added some 5 lakh rupees from our side, and we bought that flat for 1.31 crores in 2017
By taking a 1 crore loan.
by taking 1.02 crores loans on them. Our life was going really good because I was working in KPMG as a chartered accountant, and my brother also joined KPMG, became manager. He was doing fantastic. So we were earning good amount of money, and we were like enjoying our life, but not that much financial freedom and all those investment related thought. So at that point of time, we were just living to basically survive and pay the EMI. That was the only thing which we were doing, and it is an emotional decision also, because your family feels a little bit much more secured when you buy a house. But ultimately, if you are totally practical initially, you should not buy that house, and you should buy it at a later stage only. In 2019, I went for this secondment to KPMG London for 6 months. And my brother also got an opportunity to work for KPMG Kenya, because he was going and coming back like 1 month, 2 months kind of a thing. So what happened in March 2019, that he suddenly got some pain in his neck, and he was, when we did all this MRI and all those full body checkup, then we found that there is some bone which is touching the brain
Okay.
nerves, and that needs to be operated. On March 5th he did the surgery, and I was in London, and my father called me that he's very serious, and immediately came from London to Mumbai, and I found that he's no more. So it was very difficult situation for us, because for us it was very dreamy life, because we both were working in a good company, and we were having a good salary, we were taking care of our family.
I'm sure both of you all were the breadwinners of the family, right?
Yeah,
All the money
yeah.
was coming from you, both
Yeah,
of
yeah,
you.
because my father was not that kind of a big earner.
Now, so all of a sudden, your financial responsibility has doubled,
Yeah,
and you also had a 1 crore debt.
loan. Yeah.
So from there, how do you sort of change?
At the end of 2019, when I got an opportunity with KPMG Qatar, so I was very in my mind I was thinking whether I should leave my family and go. But in my mind I was also thinking that the money should be important at this point of time.
Correct.
If I don't take this opportunity right now, then
So can you tell me this? What were you making at that point of time in India
Yeah.
versus how much was KPMG Gulf
So,
country offering you
I was making roughly around 15-16 lakh per annum
in India?
in India, and I was offered around 50 lakh rupees per annum in Gulf,
Tax free.
tax free, because that only helped me, because when you get that extra saving, then only you will think about all this
Correct.
investment and other opportunities.
Correct.
Otherwise, if you are neck to neck, then what will you save and what will you invest? That is, most of the people are currently
Your biggest strength when it comes to becoming financially independent is always going to be your salary.
yeah.
Right? If you can figure out how to increase your salary, then nothing like it.
Yeah.
How much are you sending back home?
So I was keep on investing, because in from Jan 2020 to March 2020, it was like
Sorry, Jan 2020 to March 2020, 3
March
months.
2020, let's say 3 months. I was not investing that much because I was clueless where to invest. But from March 2020, suddenly what happened that, because it was 1 year of my brother this thing, so I had to go to India for 1 day ritual. For that 1 day, I took a leave from KPMG Qatar, and immediately I landed to India. They banned India to come to Qatar because of COVID. So immediately I called my office guys, my manager and directors. So they told me that no worries, you have the laptop, you can continue working from there and we'll pay you. So I was getting India's Qatar salary. I was working from India with my family secured for let's say about 7 to 8 months. So I used to save a lot during that period. So what I did during that period, I invested a lot in equity market because suddenly there was a crash and
there was a 30% crash.
Yeah, and I was not invested before that.
So this is 2020.
This is 2020. And in 2019 end, what I did, one smart move, I sold one of my apartment in Vasai. When I sold that apartment, I bought one commercial shop in Kalyan, and that was under construction.
What is the value of that commercial building?
Around 40 lakh rupees we bought for entire commercial. 300.
You sold your residential property to buy a commercial property. Okay. So from what I understand, there are primarily three things which help to accelerate your journey to financial independence. Number one, you did something called geographic arbitrage, wherein instead of working only in India, you went outside India in tax-free countries where your income was 4 times more and the tax was 0. Number two is that you sold your low return generating assets, which was your residential property, and then you invested into a high return generating asset, which is your commercial office space. That is second. And the last one is you entered into the stock market and you timed it also in the right time when the COVID crash happened. Now let's fast forward to today. You're saying 80% is in real estate.
Real estate, yeah.
Now, can you break that down for me? How many? Is that one real estate? Is that your house? Like, what is it?
There are 4 real estate. One is my house, which is roughly about 1.6 CR.
Okay.
Then
that is the house that you're living in?
That I'm living currently. Then my Kalyan property, which I bought for 40 lakh, now it is about 80 lakh rupees.
Kalyan property, that is the commercial
one, yeah.
Okay.
Then I bought in 2000 recently, 1.5 year back, I bought one office space in Waghly Estate near Mulund, which was roughly about 70 lakh rupees all in. Now it has increased to 1.05 CR. Fourth property which I bought recently in August 2023, which is in Kharghar, which is under construction.
That is also a commercial space?
That is also pure commercial shop.
Most people look at real estate like, their house which they're living in. But you've made one step better where you're buying office spaces and giving it for rent.
Yeah.
But commercial spaces also, can you walk me through the mathematics here?
Yeah. So in commercial, I don't buy a ready to move commercial property because when you are going to take a risk, then only you'll get reward.
Correct.
So the risk in the commercial property is that the under construction phase. So in that period, if you go all in and if you give the good amount of money, let's say 85% or down, if you have a good down payment, then the builder will give you decent discount on that particular rate. Plus, you are getting benefit of the under construction appreciation.
But what is the minimum amount of money that I would need to sort of make an investment like this?
I had initially invested 30 lakh rupees.
This is only for somebody who has at least like 30 lakhs of savings.
Yeah, this is the first kind of initial capital you should have at least, because if your initial investment goes into trouble, then you'll be like, then you'll not be able to succeed in this.
Now, how hard is it to get that tenant? And what is the rental income you can expect?
So the rental income which I got initially was 26,000 per month. You have to bifurcate your rental. Let's say, for example, if my residential property of Thane, if I am giving that on rent, I will get 40,000 of rent. I will minus what? Maintenance charges, which is roughly about 10,000. Minus property tax, which is around 2,000 rupees. So what I am getting, 28,000 roughly, right? And on that 40 lakh rupees of commercial investment, I am getting 26,000 in my hand without any maintenance.
So that is one major advantage of having commercial. So let me do some quick math.
Yeah.
So you said how much? 28,000 rent?
26,000.
26,000 monthly rent.
Monthly rent.
Into 12, you are getting 3.12 lakhs. Yeah. You paid 40 lakhs for the property. So which is almost 8% yield. Plus property appreciation. How much was it appreciating by?
Immediately after completion, it went to 70 lakh rupees in 2020-21.
So from 40 lakhs, value became in what time period?
In 1.5 year.
Wow. So that is like almost 80% increase.
Yeah.
80% increase in 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So, and plus you're getting 7%, 8% yield. So on an average, you made about 40% every year.
Yeah.
The reason why you're getting these kind of returns is because you're putting so much research and so much of risk
Risk
into
also,
identifying these kind of properties, and the amount of risk you take is directly proportional to the amount of research you're doing.
Yeah.
So can you tell me, how did you get that confidence here?
So for that, you need to basically meet that builder first. You have to
But builders will always tell, हाँ अच्छा है, सब कुछ ठीक
but
है.
what you can do, builder can say lie to you, but their past project, their past experience can't lie, right? And my friend was a CA, so he has all the information like cash flow and everything.
Of what?
And for that builder.
But how does he understand that builder's cash flow?
Because he was a CA, he was doing.
He was the CA of that builder.
Yeah, CA of that builder.
Acha. For this is all about networking
and because he also invested in 3 this kind of a commercial. So I got that also kind of comfort that he is also investing. So why should not?
So okay, so builder is good.
Yeah.
But that doesn't guarantee that the property will increase, no?
Yeah. So for that you have to understand what rate they are offering, because ultimately price is what you pay and value is what you get. So
correct.
At that point of time you should know the market rate also. So what I found that sometimes if you are getting some deal from builder, you should also check from the broker and you should compare. Sometimes what happens that builder,
but usually the builder should give cheaper than the broker.
No.
Because broker has his commission.
No. Because builder will not give you that much value. That project is dependent on that broker. Because if he will not be able to sell, then he will not be able to make money from that particular project. So sometimes broker will give you much more discount than the builder itself.
So how do identify the right brokers?
Yeah, for that you have to visit those particular area, and you have to see who has the hold on that particular area with all the builders, who has a good command. Because what happens when the projects get started, the broker will go and they will take most of the properties from that particular builder, selling that in the market.
So there are some brokers in areas who are very powerful. And they'll go to the builders and say, give me so many flats to sell.
So many shop or so many flats I will get and sold it to.
And your job is to identify who are those people.
Yeah.
So this sounds like a job where you have to be very street smart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you have 4 properties and you put them all on. So one you are staying in, and 3 properties are office spaces which you have given for rent.
Yeah.
So what is the total rental income that you generate?
So currently I am getting 26,000 from this Kalyan Wala shop, and I'll be getting 50,000 from this Wagle. And when this Kharghar property will basically be delivered, that will give you a rental of around 75,000 rupees per month.
So total you will make about 1.5 lakhs.
1.5 lakh rupees.
So 1.5 lakhs of passive income.
Passive income.
And what is your monthly expenses, like your food, travel, all of that?
Rental expense is 26,000 rupees. Then my grocery and other stuff will be like 15,000. So 40,000 rupees for my. You're
spending about 40,000 a month.
Plus my Mumbai expense for my family in Mumbai, roughly about 20,000.
So you're paying for your parents also.
Yeah.
So 60,000 rupees per month.
60,000 rupees per month.
So basically, you're earning more than what you're spending, and that money that you're earning is not based on your time. It is automatically coming.
Yeah.
So would you consider yourself financially independent?
I would say 70% is done.
So what is your total net worth that you think after which you will call yourself financially independent? Because right now you have 5 CR at the age of 33.
So around 8 CR I would say.
And how did you do this math?
For 8 crores, I would say, because let's say, for example, my monthly expenses would be 5 lakh rupees. So 5 lakh into...
your monthly expense is 40,000.
Yearly expense, sorry.
Yearly expense is 5 lakhs.
5 to 6 lakh rupees. 6 lakhs into, I would say, 100 times or...
That is a lot, no? Multiply.
Yeah, that is a lot. But I don't know whether in future this expenses will grow up. Currently I don't have any car, I don't have car.
But why not? I mean, somebody who has 5 crores, why don't you have a car?
Because I don't feel a necessity, because currently my office is close to my home, so I go on a cycle on a daily basis. Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah, 5 minutes walk cycling.
Damn, I think you're the richest person coming and cycle to office. What is your the future plans now? Because now everything is looking solid.
So I want to start my own consultancy firm.
Okay.
During this 2020 to 2024, I have learned a lot about stock market, equity, mutual fund, real estate. So I think if I can help someone to basically come over the financial issues, what they are facing, and if they become financially independent, it is my passion now. It is becoming my
helping
passion.
Other people
helping
become
other
like
people
you.
Becoming financially free.
you are, of course, you are a CA. But did you learn about all of these things because you're a CA, or did you do something else?
CA helps actually, but not that much that because if it would be the case, then in 2009, before 2019 also, I would have done all these things, means with my brother and all. But when things happens, when suddenly the situation changes, it makes you learn more about the financial.
So how did you upskill?
So YouTube was the major source of your videos, and many other people are making wonderful videos, and they are actually creating a lot of impact, because nowadays when I speak to a lot of people, they are actually much more smarter than they were in before 2020 case.
Any last, this is the last question for the audience who is watching over here. A lot of people who are, right, they are in their 20s, early 30s, right, and they look at you. You mean because you got rich fast, right? Because you were 1 crore debt, within 5 years you are now 5 crore net worth. So what would be those 3 tips that you would give to the audience as a closing thought on how they can become like you in their lifetime?
So first of all, as I said that don't make a blunder of buying a residential property at an early age. Second thing is that initially you should build your corpus so that you can, because there are a lot of opportunities in India, you can double your money quickly.
Like what you did with commercial office spaces.
Like what I did with the commercial state. And then churn out those things. Let's say, for example, let's say if you had invested 40 lakhs and it became 80 lakhs, you should not considering stopping yourself from there. You should, let's say, for example, you can take mortgage loan on that. Let's say if you get 40 lakh rupees from that particular property, you can invest that in another that kind of investment, which will grow to double or triple in next.
No, you're saying take a loan against that first property, and then buy another property.
Leverage
so you're using debt smartly.
Debt is, because without leverage you will not be able to grow in real estate.
So that is the third tip. The fourth tip is cycling to office.
What?
Cycling to office.
But
is there any other tips?
At the end, what I feel is that, let's say if you are happy mentally, then you don't need the fancy cars, fancy restaurant to satisfy.
So how do you stay happy mentally?
I stay happy because I know that let's say in coming years I will be able to do what I like without the worry of regularly going to office and working for someone else.
I wish more people can achieve that, Dhirendra. Thank you so much for sharing your story and for sharing your wisdom about your own investing journey. I think everybody's journey is different, and that's why we do this particular episode, to cover the stories of people who actually made it, right? You were negative, and then look where you are here today, right? It resonates with the audience so much, because people will be like, I don't have a 1 crore debt. What is stopping me from becoming like Dhirendra? Right? Definitely. So I hope this episode creates more people like you, and I wish you all the best in your consulting firm when you started.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.